What's up, knobheads? Another video from Knots and Knobs here with your head knob tank. Today, our third and final video of the Weller series. And today is the big boy. Today, we're doing Weller Full Proof. So this guy is 114 proof. That's a heavy hitter. I know for a lot of you are going to say, like, that's not a heavy hitter. That's not even hazmat, but for me, that's right at the top of my proof limit. I really don't. I'm really not into big proof right now. I'm working on it. A lot of the stuff I'm drinking is 114 proof. I got this beautiful Maker's Mark here that's 109 proof. I got like a Stag that I'm sipping on. I have one of the Jack Daniels. Single barrel strength rye. My words are failing. That was harder to say than I thought it would be. And that's like 130 proof. Yeah, I think it's like 130 proof. So then I got this beautiful bottle from Larceny. It's like 127 proof. Full proof Weller. Super excited. One of the few bottles I found for a pretty decent price. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to find some Wellers in general. These are the first 3 Wellers I've ever bought. The first video was CYPB. Check that out. The second video was the single barrel. Please check that out too. And now we're on to the full proof. And then my next video will be the Larceny. Larceny single barrel proof from our Bourbon on Reddit. From Take at our Bourbon on Reddit. That's it. And don't miss that review. That's a wonderful bottle. Without further ado, let's crack it. And you know what we always gotta do? We gotta use a bourbon blade to crack the bourbon bottle. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's a screw top. Oh, no, it's not. I'm dumb. I was like, what? All right. Now, ooh, it smells a little spicy. Let's give it to the Glen and see what the Glen thinks. Now, this one, I think I'm going to let this air out a little bit. Let this air out a little bit. We'll kind of take a look at it. It's got a beautiful color. Like, look at that. This one's a lot darker than the single barrel was, which is nice. Oh, I like that. I get a lot more oak on the nose. Not as much as the red fruit. Maybe a little like raisin. When red fruit, my brain, when you say red fruit, it goes to like apples. But I know that's not necessarily all red fruit, right? It can be red grapes, red raisins. This like definitely get a little more raisiny. So it's definitely like that is 100% like raisin and oak. Oh, that's really nice. I know my face didn't portray that it was nice there because I was like, oh. But it is very nice. I actually really enjoy it. Man, that smells delicious. I wonder how this is going to be right out the bottle. If it's going to be, so far, the Wellers I've tried, besides the Special Reserve, because that's like very light. But the CYPB, the single barrel, and the full proof have all been kind of harsh on the palate right out the bottle. They really needed to open up, let some air in there to let them mellow out some, and then they became really, really, really good. They were okay right out the bottle, but once they mellow out and it kind of, and this flatlines a little, it's actually very nice. That is surprisingly, I say surprisingly because of the proof. But surprisingly, that is not as harsh right out the bottle as the CYPB and the single barrel were. It's still a little bit, you still get a little burn right in the front or kind of middle of the palate there, but it's very minimal, which is kind of funny. Man, you definitely get like a dark raisin, then like oak. Man, that's nice. I love that. That's a great nose. Man, you get like the sweetness in the very front. You get the sweetness, and then you get, I don't know. You definitely kind of get some of that barrel char a little bit, but it's very good. Like that's a wonderful bottle. Me and this bottle are gonna have a great time. That's tasty. That's super tasty. I could sip on that all night. Yeah, I'm not gonna say all day anymore because that's not responsible drinking. So all night. And then when the day comes up, you stop. Stop it. That's very good. I definitely suggest picking that up. The full proof is very, very good. I like that way more than the single barrel, and it's generally much cheaper than the single barrel. I think the single barrel is more expensive because that's like the harder one to get. I you know what? I'm guessing. I don't know why the single barrel is running for more. It's more than the Antique 107. I've seen the Antique 107 for like $200, $250, which is stupid. It's a stupid price. No, I won't pay that. For my first bottle of Weller Antique 107, I would definitely pay $100. I might go as high as like 120. Just because it's my first bottle, I really, 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 really want to try it. But I won't go more than that. Actually, I had a friend reach out just the other day and said that he found this local spot that he was bourbon hunting. He lives down in another area, another town. He was bourbon hunting, and he found, well, he got an Old Forester 1924, which, cool, for like $105. And I was like, wait, what? They're selling it for less than MSRP? So he got that. He said they only had one. And I was like, of course they did. Of course it did. I think you're lying. But then they also had an Antique 107, but they wanted $160 for it. And I was like, well, that's the cheapest I've ever heard of so far. Every time I see it, it's $200. And I will not pay $200. I've never seen one for $150. $150, I'm like, no. And really, who helps me with some of my prices and what you're willing to pay and not willing to pay is Bruzel and his YouTube page. I've watched a ton of his videos. Bruzel's a great guy. I know it's not great marketing on my part to mention other YouTubers to go check them out and not check my videos out, but he's awesome, man. He does. I'm picking this up from him. I'm learning my tasting notes kind of from watching him and seeing what I pick up. And he has a lot of wisdom to impart, and it's really cool. Here's something for you. If you're starting to develop your palate, like I am, I'm trying to develop my palate. So the best thing to do when developing your palate, we're going to need a little more. We're going to need a little more. Just a wee bit more. A wee bit more to whiskey. A great tip is to try it, see what you can find, see what you get out of it. Now, I hate saying like, oh, it's got oakiness and caramel and vanilla, or if it's a rye, oh, there's that spice, baking spices, because they all kind of have that, right? Like, well, not all, but you get caramel a lot, you get oak a lot. So I'm trying not to go back to that every time. I'm trying to really develop what is really in there. And a great tip is take a sip, See what you can pick up. See what you taste, right? Sniff it, sip it, and then go and watch a review or read a review and see what somebody with a really good palate has said that they find in it, and then go back to it and see if you can pick those notes up. It's a great way to like start to like train your palate to look for like subtle notes and little things. And it's also a great way, if you're not a big proof person yet, like me, to slowly get into higher and higher proof stuff. Because once you refine your palate more and more, you'll be able to pick up those more complex, more diverse flavors in the higher proofs, where it's like, oh, you just get like a little hint of like cinnamon, or oh, I get a little, oh, that's not like raisin, that's like a golden raisin, and stuff like that. You'd be able to pick those little things up, and it's a really good tip that I found. Yeah, it's pretty great, man. I'm hoping to shoot some bourbon hunt videos soon of me going around kind of my area here. We do travel a fair amount, not a ton, right? But the wife has friends on the west side of the state. Not friends, well, friends and family, mainly family on the west side of the state. So I'm hoping to get up over there and do some hunting over there. We have some family down in like the Portland area. So I'm hoping to get down in the Portland area and kind of do some hunting over there. I have a ton of friends in Tri-Cities, so I'm going to go check that out. I have a lot of friends over in northern Idaho, so I really want to start checking out the northern Idaho scene. If you're in your area and you're like, man, I'm really getting into this. I really want to do some bourbon hunts. I want to start driving around and seeing what I can find out there, I want to... I'm not a big Knob Creek fan, but now I'm seeing all this Knob Creek 9, 10, 12, all these crazy years. You can drive around and then you can find a baby bottle of Knob Creek 9 year. You can find stuff like this Rebel. I got this Rebel 100, $30. $30, 6-year bourbon, 100 proof. That's a great thought. That's a great buy. Even if the taste isn't the best, that's a mixer all day. That's an old-fashioned cocktail maker all day. That's fantastic. For $30, that's a great bargain bourbon, and I haven't even tried it. I'm sure it's good. Or you can start to find stuff like the barrel picks. Not a lot of stores around here do barrel picks. There's one guy that has... I went in there and talked to the employees, and he had a barrel of Blanton's, and he got them, they shipped them the barrel as well. And when I talked to the employees, I said, did he go and pick the barrel? And they said, no, he just buys one from them. So, I would like it more if somebody went there, tasted a few different barrels, and was like, I like that one the best, and then bottled it and sold it. I haven't found a lot of people in this area, in my area yet, that do any store picks. Like, nobody. Really, like, I was surprised to find Safeway did store picks. And I've talked about this in other videos. But I digress. Weller Full Proof, absolute banger. God, that's so good. It's still good. That's weird. It actually get a little more burn on the back the longer it's been sitting here. But in the front, I get a really nice sweetness, like a dark raisin kind of on the palate. Oh, it like dries my mouth out. Kind of. I believe that's the tannins. The tannins, yeah, that is. It's like a very tannin forward, I guess. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, that really kind of sucks the moisture out of my mouth. Man, it's very good, but yeah, that drink's like the proof it is. That's 117 proof. Wow, it's gotten hotter. It's kind of hot now, like with that proof. That's weird. That's really interesting. I had a bottle of Four Roses single barrel not too long ago, and that was like that. Cracked it that first night, and the first night actually, I put a pretty good dent in it. It was so good. It was beautiful and sweet. It had like a wonderful flavor. And then it had just a little rye spice on the back, and I was like, oh, that's the type of rye I like. When it's just like a light rye, get a little rye on the back, I'm like, ooh, that's tasty. And then I like put it on the shelf, came back to it like a week or two later, poured me some, and it had gotten, that spice had grown. It had gotten, like, that rye spice had gotten like a lot heavier, a lot harsher, and I did not enjoy it as much when I went back to it as I did when I first cracked it. Which is weird because bourbons are supposed to kind of mellow out or aerate a little once you crack them, you know. But yeah, this one too is, that's what I mean. Like, this one too is getting like that. Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's still a great bourbon. It's got a nice like dark, like I said, dark raisin. It's still a really nice whiskey. I really enjoy it. Huh. Well, guys, stay tuned for the next one where I'll be bringing you the Larceny. Got it right here. We'll be reviewing the Larceny single barrel proof from Take at Our Bourbon.